Greetings Civies! If you're an old school fan of the Civilization series, or at the very least Civ 6, then you should know that Civ 7 is one of the franchise's biggest shakeups, and once you dive in, you'll immediately notice that Firaxis has introduced some radical changes to its classic formula. So, to help ease the shock and catch you up on what you need to know going in, here's a rundown of the 7 biggest changes from Civ 6 to Civ 7. Ages are perhaps the most notable change in Civilization 7. While eras have featured in the past, ages are an attempt to shape games around the changing of time. In a game of Civilization 7, you will play through 3 ages on your way to victory. These are the Antiquity Age, the Exploration Age, and the Modern Age. As you move between these ages, you will be trying to complete objectives on the Legacy path, which gives you benefits in future ages, as well as progressing the game towards the next age. The introduction of ages adds a dynamic, objective-based path for you to go after that pushes you towards an eventual victory. There are 4 legacy paths in each age: science, military, economy, and culture. These paths grant you points for completing related objectives. Completing one of these paths in the modern age wins you the game, so all the work you do before will be building a foundation for you to flourish in the final age. It also means there's always something for you to be working towards, and your focus is ever-changing as you establish your land in the Antiquity Age, find new horizons in the Exploration Age, and claw your way to the top in the Modern Age. In what might be the most jarring change, when a new game arrives in Civ 7, this means it's time to change over to ruling a new civilization. This is to give the player a sense of progression through history, where, like in real history, civilizations rose and fell to make way for new ones. It's worth noting, however, that, while you will change civilizations a few times through a game, your leader will stay consistent. This means you can mix and match the bonuses of leaders with a new civilization to make potent synergies. Even if it's contextually strange to have a Machiavelli start as the ancient Greeks in the Antiquities Age, become the Normans in the Exploration Age, and finish as the French Empire in the Modern Age. When a settler establishes a settlement, it will be a town rather than a full-blown city. So, if you want to be making cities straight away, you'll be better off playing something like, City Skylines or something. Now, towns may not sound as cool as cities, but they are a nice starting point, and they do have a 50% growth bonus, and they automatically convert all their production into gold, which is nice. Using all of this lovely wealth, you can purchase buildings for your towns, and when the towns reach 7 population, you can choose from a list of specializations called town focuses. Once you've chosen a focus for your town, however, they will stop growing, and at that point, they will send all the food they generate to a connected city. You can eventually convert towns to cities with gold though, and the price depends on several factors, including the size of the settlement, because bigger towns are cheaper to convert. This change heavily reduces micromanagement and makes managing multiple locations far easier, especially in the modern age where you might have 15 to 20 different settlements to look after. Another noticeable change to Civilization 7 is that it does away with builders, so RIP Bob. Instead, when your settlement grows, you can manually allocate a population to a tile, which creates an improvement based on the natural features of that tile. For example, assigning a population to a hill creates a mine that provides production, while assigning a population to a silk tile creates a plantation and grants you a silk resource to allocate to one of your cities, giving you +10 culture in that city. In cities, you can also assign a population to an urban tile containing buildings, which creates a specialist. Much like myself, specialists cost food and happiness to maintain, but whereas these specialists will give you science, culture, and adjacency bonuses in return, I'll give you nothing but a nice daily poop after my morning coffee. Since money is almost exclusively used for improving your towns and buying units rather than negotiation in Civ 7, you will need to use a new currency called influence to improve your relationship with those around you. There are many ways to get influence, such as through leader traits, narrative events, certain tiles, and buildings, and it's very useful for a number of reasons. When interacting with other civilizations, you can spend influence to perform various actions. So if you're friendly, you can create extra trade routes and run joint endeavors that grant both of you powerful bonuses. If you're playing like an orange a-hole, however, you can apply unnecessary sanctions, steal tech, and even sabotage your enemy. Or maybe even your closest neighbors, but I don't know who would be stupid enough to do something like that. Several of these mechanics were in Civ 6, but the influence system collects them all in one place and saves you micromanaging spies and recurring trade deals. You can also use influence to befriend independent people and make them loyal to you, or if you're a real snidey prick, you can even encourage them to attack those around you while you sit back and put your feet up. Civ 7 does away with both barbarians and city-states, and instead combines these two ideas together to form something called independent powers. Independent powers spawn at the start of each age. They might start off as hostile and send units to attack your nearby settlements, or they might begin as friendly and not bother you at all. Unless you're annoying like me and do something to upset them, that is, like settle too close to them, or do something objectionable in a narrative event. If an independent power is causing you trouble, you can place a military unit on it and disperse it, which gets rid of it entirely and gives you a lump sum reward, depending on the type of independent power it is. You know, like scientific, economic, that kind of thing. Alternatively, you can spend influence to befriend independence, which is a diplomatic action that takes a bunch of turns to complete. Once they're fully befriended by someone, they will become a major independent, which is akin to a city-state. Whichever player befriended them first becomes their suzerain and gets to choose a powerful suzerain bonus, which means there is often a race to be the first to befriend an independent. Even if you weren't going for a religious victory type in Civ 6, you'd often find the map covered in dueling apostles, relentlessly smiting one another in a battle for dominance. Religion plays a significantly reduced role in Civ 7 though, where it only comes into play in the Exploration Age. To get cultural legacy points in this age, you need to display relics in your empire. You choose a reliquary belief when you found your religion, and this determines how you can obtain these relics. Settlements in distant lands that follow your religion also earn you points for the military legacy path in the Exploration Age. Converting settlements is mostly the same as in 6. Spawn a missionary and use its charges in other territories, but you'll need to preach to both the rural and urban populations in a town or city to fully convert it. Be warned though, religious units don't fight each other, and you can't convert another civilization's holy city, so don't waste your time trying to completely wipe out other religions. Because you can't. And that's your lot, friendos. If you found these tips about the Civ 7 changes useful, please do give this video a like, subscribe to Eurogamer for almost daily videos about video games, and then why not check out some more of our Civ 7 videos that are on screen and clickable right now. Civ you later!